I'm here at the longest fishing pier in the world, and it is an absolute nightmare, a war zone for birds. This pier has to be one of the most poorly managed and poorly run state parks in the entire state of Florida. What happens here on a daily basis is an atrocity. There's fishing line and trash everywhere. Dozens of birds, 25 and more, are being tangled in line, are being hooked, and are needing rescue. The problem is there are just too many inexperienced fishermen and juvenile brown pelicans here that are still learning the ropes and learning their way through this ecosystem.
It's been wrapped around there for a while. Together,
it's an absolute recipe for disaster.
Fishing line entanglement is the #1 cause of death for brown pelicans. A lot of people don't realize that, but it is. Only about 20 to 30% of the brown pelicans will survive their first year. So 70% of the birds will die that leave the nest. In December, we rescued over 300 pelicans. January was 460 pelicans, somewhere around that. And so far for 2021, we have topped 900 pelicans that we have rescued. And not only are they hooked here more often, but they are much more difficult to rescue because of the height and the length of the pier.
Besides being dilapidated and full of trash and debris that's harming birds, this is a state park, yet there's no dedicated park ranger. It's open 24 hours a day, and the end of the pier is almost 2 miles out over open water. Not only is this dangerous for wildlife, it's a human risk as well.
There's not even one paid rescuer that the FDEP has provided, the Florida State Park System. So the problem is when people hook a bird and they need help immediately within minutes, there's nobody here to help them until Friends of the Pelicans started providing a paid pier rescuer, and before that we had volunteers out here rescuing. So that is a huge problem.
Florida is one of the fishing capitals of the world, and we have beautiful water here, but we can't allow this fishing industry to go completely lawless.
There need to be at least 2 paid pier rescuers per span, 2 for the north and 2 for the south. People fishing have to have help within minutes. They can't call like a rescue number and wait half an hour to an hour for somebody to arrive. It doesn't work when you have a flailing pelican or loon or royal tern on your line. It just is too long a time.
The saddest part of this is that most of these birds are juveniles. They're just babies that are getting injured and dying too young.
In the past 10 years, it's been a pretty steady decline, and most of it, they believe, is because of the juveniles dying and not reaching the age of maturity. They have to be 3 years old before they can mate. So it's really beginning to take a toll on the pelican population.
The local nonprofits and rescuers are exhausted. Resources are wearing thin. Well, our question as residents here in this area is, where is all the money going that's being taken in at the booth? Each person is $4 plus $4 a car. So some people $8, $12, $16, $20. Where is all that money going? It should be going back into conservation efforts and helping the local rehab facilities who are currently overfull, bursting at the seams because of the quantity of rescues coming off of this pier.
They could take $1 per car and put that towards rehab. They're the ones that are creating this problem, and so they should be part of the solution.
The brown pelican is a symbol of St. Pete, yet local and state agencies are not stepping in to protect these animals.
I did email the mayor of St. Petersburg about the Skyway situation and about the pelicans that were being hooked and dying on a daily basis, and did not receive any reply. So I think that's kind of sad. They have pictures everywhere of pelicans, and you know, we have pictures too, but they're not the kind of pictures that you want to have being displayed around St. Petersburg. Friends of the Pelicans, our goal is to provide help for the brown pelican. We want to be a voice for the voiceless. You know, our mission is to protect their right to live out their lives free from harm due to human interference, and specifically fishing line entanglement. And we just feel that, you know, they have a right to live on this earth and to enjoy, you know, this beautiful planet as much as we do, and have a right to raise their babies and to not suffer. And I mean, it is, some of the things that we have seen amounts to torture.
We're calling on elected officials to take action now. No longer pushing the can, kicking the can down the road. They need to step up and make this pier a priority for the people that live here and for the wildlife that call this place home.